Alex Crabb will kick it off for Campbell. Jaden Duke Scott and Colson Fields will receive. And we're underway here in Raleigh. Through the end zone, NC State looking for kind of a change of their mindset for more. Let's check in with Victoria. And CJ Bailey starting at quarterback. Hands it off to Smothers on the outside. Huge hole. And take it down near midfield. A big gain to start this one for Hollywood Smothers. They were looking to get him more involved in this game. 24-yard gain, first down.
A really good. He's very efficient, decisive with his throws.
Bailey drops back, clean pocket, lets it rip down the field. Rogers there, high points it and catches it inside the 5. Noah Rogers with a huge gain. Chase Arrington brought him down, another first down after a 48-yard gain, and the Wolfpack. Wilson on the keeper, walks into the end zone for a touchdown. A 2-yard score, and the Wolfpack strike first.
Okay, everybody in the defense is in so tight, and so
Wolfpack showing pressure. They come up the middle. They give it to Cowan. He's got space on the outside, and he picks up the first down as he goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line, down to the 39, a gain of 14.
And Fighting Camel really.
The NC State Wolfpack. Chandler again in this one. And Sixkiller's going to keep it, and he dives forward, picks up positive yardage. J.J. Cowan in the backfield, the lone back, play action, pressure to Sixkiller. They dump it off to the tight end Wilson, and he's going to pick up the first down as he gets into NC State territory down near the 45-yard line. He's been involved. He threw a deep ball last week and converted. Ethan Lawrence in the backfield with him. Chandler sidearms one to Lawrence, and not much there at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 10 upcoming. Kenny Soares hit him out of bounds. To punt for the Camels, and Teddy Hoffman, the true freshman from Delray Beach, Florida, awaiting. Hoffman fields it and loses the football, and Campbell picks it up, and they'll have the ball inside the 10 to start this drive. Javion Drake able to recover it for the Fighting Camels.
Every play matters. Just when you think the Wolfpack is getting the ball back, this team steps up on special teams and lays out and makes a huge play.
Devonye Pettis, number 37, laid the wood on Hoffman to create the fumble. They like to use him on bubble screens. You see him in motion now. On the roll, Sixkiller finds Chandler, connects on that one, tiptoes the sideline, and walks into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard pitch and catch from Sixkiller to Chandler, and the Camels strike back.
Wide open.
Javon Bailey at nickel starting today. Bailey on the toss and complete for a first down at the 40-yard line to Terrell Anderson. This is a Campbell team that got beat up by East Carolina early this season. Smothers bounces off defenders, finds a huge hole, still on his feet. He's gonna go. Touchdown Wolfpack. 59 yards to the house. A career-long touchdown run.
You want to answer?
Swiss Army knife at running back, quarterback, and wide receiver. Sixkiller in the gun. Got time. Finds Chandler. And it's going to be close. They're going to give him the first down. 2nd and 9. Sixkiller looks his way, but fires over the middle to Trevor Wilson, the tight end. His second catch of the game to the 41-yard line, and 3rd and manageable coming up. Caden Fordham locked him up. With 10 and 11 to go. Full wide receiver set. Sixkiller on the roll. Being chased and wrapped up and taken down. You can't take that sack if you're Sixkiller. Sebastian Harsh, first on the scene. Huge loss on the play.
This is what you want to see if your defensive coordinator, Coach Warren, is Asad Brown and Ronnie Royal.
Now, are you good at the limbo like he is? The punt here by Bondi. Hoffman again fumbled the last punt return, fields this one cleanly, and finds a hole, tries to spin out of trouble, and taken down at the 34-yard line by Landon Sargent. You see their tight end Jolie in motion. They pick up the blitz. Bailey pump fakes, dumps it off over the middle to Smothers. And Smothers picks up the first down as he's taken down at the 48-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Hollywood Smothers. Scott in the backfield. They hand it off to him. That left side's been kind to them. And Scott.
But for them to take advantage of one-on-one matchups on the outside.
Their first third down of the game. Bailey fires, complete for a first down to the junior we mentioned, Ethan Dowdy. 11-yard gain on that last pass. Bailey, play fake, all day to throw, floats one, caught, and walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Cody Hardy, his first touchdown of the season. 37 yards.
It's perfectly placed.
And he's not out there. Four-man rush for NC State. And complete, but right at the sticks. Trevor Wilson got popped by Kenny Soares. Play fake for Bailey. Pressure coming. He steps up, fires, and connects to Keenan Jackson for a first down.
The culture that we're trying to build is things like you're seeing on the field. Special teams making plays, giving great effort. We got to slow some things down and just do our jobs on the defensive side. Thanks a lot.
Bailey on the RPO, dumps it down to Smothers, down the sideline, jumps into the end zone for the touchdown. A 16-yard score, a little handshake with Wesley Grimes and his receiving corps, and another touchdown for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, and so the Campbell defense, somebody is responsible for Smothers, but they second-guess themselves in the flat, and then he's wide open. And he just walks in into the end zone.
And Jolie wrestling the defender out of bounds there as well. Let's check in with Victoria. Six killers back in the backfield. Chandler flexes out. They run it here. Huge hole up the middle for Cowan. And he picks up enough for the first down, an 11-yard gain. And gets it off with 2 seconds to go. They hand it off. Another hole and maybe a face mask there. And you see the flag coming in. Cowan with the carry. And a run by Lawrence. He's going to be about a yard shy. Gets to the 25, a 4-yard gain. Deep in their own territory. Jaden Duke Scott in the backfield with Bailey. He gets the carry, bounces it to the outside. Takes a hit, spins around, still going. They ruled it incomplete. And NC State will go back to the air. Towards the sideline, complete to Jolie, and a first down for Justin Jolie. Bailey with plenty of time. Airs one out, wide open, touchdown, Terrell Anderson.
Out by Terrell Anderson on the safety, making it seem like he was going over, and then he climbed up, and then the ability to maneuver as the ball is in the air with the catch.
To get any points here in this second quarter, try to make this a game. Quick toss towards the boundary to Giannis Wilcox. Deep in NC State territory is at the bottom of your screen in the slot. Six killer with time. Throws it on the run to his tight end Trevor Wilson. That's his third catch of the game. Campbell is 3 of 7 on third downs. Pressure coming, flag thrown, and the screen goes nowhere to Giannis Wilcox. Kelvin McBride makes the tackle, wraps him up quickly. Smothers with the carry. spun around for positive yardage by Lakeem Rudolph, a 5-yard gain.
They're going to have to rely on this offense a lot more down the stretch of this season.
341 total yards, and adding to that total as Smothers breaks into the open field and tripped up in Campbell territory by Carlando Crump. A 35-yard gain for Hollywood Smothers.
This is a nice stretch run here, and Hollywood Smothers just finds daylight on that right side of that offensive line.
7 plays of 15 yards or more, 3 rushes by Smothers. Bailey all day. Now pressure comes, throws a bullet to Dowdy. Dowdy making a couple of guys miss and picking up a nice chunk of change. Duke Scott now subs in for Smothers in the backfield. Bailey, pressure coming, flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, complete again to Dowdy. Dowdy falls, had a lot of room to run. That last pass, though, for 8 yards in the first down. Bailey, 13 of 16, 249 yards, 3 TDs. Hands it off this time on the jet sweep to Wesley Grimes. Grimes will be about 3 yards shy of the first down. Have been out there making plays and catching balls for the Wolfpack. Bailey sets, fires to Scott out of the backfield and out of bounds for a first down. A 13-yard gain, just wanted to be sure. Scott, with a hole there, stutter steps and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. A 14-yard scamper for Scott. 41-7 Wolfpack. Mike Chandler not in the game again on a crucial third down for Campbell. 6-killer pressure in his face, checks it down to Kearney. Kearney will be shy of the marker. Brian Nelson. That 424 yards for NC State, by the way, most in the first half since 2015 as well. They hand it off. And here's Scott again on the loose. And taken down near the 20-yard line. Another explosive play for NC State.
Yeah, Scott just showing really good vision and setting up his blockers well. You see the
play action. Bailey strike over the middle to Noah Rogers to the 10. Picks up the first down. Bailey all day. End zone. Touchdown. Easy pitch and catch to Justin Jolie. His 3rd touchdown of the season. Bailey has his 4th of the day.
You have to strong arm and just spreading the wealth, and then Smothers is just being impactful through the ground, and it's a sight to see when they do it and click in on all cylinders.
Camden 6-killer is back there. He's 9 of 17 for 59 yards. Goes to the air, complete to Barry Tate.
You need these reps. These are valuable reps for your team and getting and developing continuity.
They hand it off again, and they snuff this one out. A gaggle of defenders there. Harsh and Cleveland met at J.J. Cowan. A loss on the play. Flag, though, at the 47. So 2nd and 28 now. 6-killer back to the air. Complete to Jones. And Jones pushed out of bounds, and a flag on the play there. Mike Chandler checking back in. You see him in motion. The do-it-all offensive threat for Campbell. They play fake it to him on the roll. A completion near the sticks to Parker Jones. Receivers, Randall King, their prime target. R.J. Hart and Spencer Jones. So they're short receivers. 6-killer going to slide, pick up positive yardage. Time is ticking. 6-killer gets the snap. Pressure coming and taken down by Sebastian Harsh, the grad transfer. Is he doing the Pee Wee Herman there? He might have.
They have a plethora of celebrations that they put on display today. I love the energy from this defense, and it's always fun when you're making plays, and good play by Harsh. Really good stuff.
Duke Scott in the backfield with him. The backup tailback takes the run here. Breaks through the hole. Gets to the second and third level. Bailey with time. Over the middle. Almost hits the official, but complete to Jolie. 2nd and 7 for the Wolfpack. Bailey, what a stab there by Jolie. One-handed catch, picks up the first down to the 20, a 9-yard gain. And you see why NFL scouts are salivating over him.
Yeah, this guy, great catch. Shout out to the new gloves. It's got some extra sticky on there, but that was a...
His father, Isaac, played in the NFL with Cleveland. His cousin is Hall of Famer Earl Campbell. Bailey fires, finds his target inside the 5. Wesley Grimes down to the 2-yard line. 27-yard gain, 1st and goal to go for the Wolfpack.
CJ Bailey just being very...
2 tight ends out there for the Wolfpack, Cody Hardy and Dante Daniels. Hardy already with a touchdown. And a plunge there by Duke Scott as he gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. 55-7 Wolfpack. 8 drive. He's had 8 pass attempts this season. And a quick toss to the boundary. Complete to Chinua Ezigbo.
To see what he could do. But again, that's why I'm in the booth and not out on the sidelines, George.
Kearney with the run for Campbell. Ferguson back to the air. Another completion, again to Ezigbo. They started 3 of 4 on 3rd downs, have missed their last 6. Pressure coming backside, a completion and a 1st down to Dawson Adams-Grenier. So far so good on that end. Ferguson again to the air, completes towards the sideline to Barry Tate. Ferguson checks it down to Kearney, and Kearney cannot escape. Shoulder injury in high school, lost 2 years rehabbing, and now arguably the strongest arm of anyone in the group. Good run there by Duke Scott, and is the backup quarterback to CJ Bailey here at NC State.
Yeah, proving that he's a fighter, and then testament to his character, being able to persevere through that injury.
Checks it down to Tank Boston.
For sure, you want to make it out healthy as possible. You know, we're in the middle stretch of the season, and so they have a lot of conference games ahead of them, as you spoke about.
Has taken on a leadership role on this team. He was in the offensive huddle, Rod, just a moment ago before Lex Thomas and company took the field here. As Thomas checks it down to Fields, a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is about. We can continue talking about Fordham.
And highly respected by his teammates, and you could tell he has great respect for him. And probably, you know, showing those guys on the offensive side of the ball some love as they're getting a chance to play today.
Fields picks up positive yardage. When we talked to Dave Dorn about Fordham, he says, man, everyone respects him. Came back from injury last year, more vocal on the sidelines, and we've seen it. Will Wilson now in at quarterback for the Wolfpack. Throws on the run. Dangerous pass, but connects there. Wilson back to the air. A completion to Ashton Locklear, the redshirt freshman. Man, Caden Fordham, the graduate, not grad transfer, of course. It's been here from day one. Ponte Vedra, Florida. I'm just saying they're deep in their own territory here.
Yeah, they just passed it a couple plays ago.
Here we go. They check it down, a safe pass, and wrapped up immediately by Josh. It was Josh Ellerby who caught the ball. High snap, able to corral it. End over end punt to Anderson, who had one called back earlier, a 78-yard touchdown that was called back due to holding. And whether it was Jimmy Johnson or Dennis Erickson at Miami, and of course Howard Schnellenberger. So that one means something again. We were talking about it earlier very briefly.
A contention at a championship, and that's what both programs are chasing right now. And so it's a huge deal later tonight and how these teams show up. You know, personally, I'll give the nods to Miami.
30 or 40, in that 30 to 40% range.
Of course.
But because it would only be their first loss. Florida State having lost to your Virginia Cavaliers. Wilson. Intercepted. And taken down in NC State territory is Ravel Cato. Right in his mitts.
Yeah, Cato was stride for stride, and he just sliced that.
And I think this second unit has shown some life for them.
Indeed, they have.
Oh, what a move there. Nice move for the first down, it looks like, or at least. 3rd and 1. Not much there. A loss on the play. Chase Bond read that thing. 3-yard loss to Devon Thomas. He is 1 of 3 between 40 and 49. High snap. Hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So Campbell gets on the board. 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go.
Offense showed up today. They showed the ability to throw the ball at a high level, run the ball.
That's the first time since 2018 against East Carolina that they've done that. Gone over the 600-yard mark. They had 655 in that game. I don't know many beaches, though, in Tennessee, so I'm curious for the name. Tripped up in the backfield is Colson Fields, a North Carolina kid. Win number 114 in his career.
Very decorated career. He's earned every right, every win. Love the mindset and leader that he is.